And here we go. 2 late, 3 late, 4 late, 5 late. 5 lights ahead of the drivers. Got that mixed up. And it is go, go, go. Simon gets a good start. So does Fraser, but Dog is even better start. Coming just behind Moran, dropping down. And Chaz finding his way up into P4 as we go through the turn 1 now, up onto the straight. Coming up to a roost. Simon keeps the lead. We've got people going off track. That is Moore Island. And Chaz dropping off. There's a 3 at the front coming up a Rouge. No one's going side by side by the looks of it. As here we go, the McLaren and the Williams. That is Logovic and Swazkilers, and he bangs into Swazkilers. That Swazkilers dropping off. He has dropped himself down to a letter 12. We knew that was going to happen with someone as we come through the first lovely chicane. And Simo keeps the lead, followed by Dark HD and then Fraser. Dragon and Fire finding himself into P4 as he has sent it down through the hairpin. He's kept it through and he's found himself into P3. If we look further up front, Dragon and Fire finds himself past Dark HD, the leader. The Dragon has got himself all to gain now, trying to catch up to Simo. As we got, I think that's Jack going off. You got yellow flags. Lovely little spin from the Alpha Romeo as he got damage. Pace, Y200 has got, he has won a race, I think, in Bromama. He's going to use his ERS and then come through, takes the inside line. Swazkilers gets his first penalty, but more importantly, Y200 gets past Dave, and his next target is Moran. And it's 2 tabs separating these two. Is this his time for Swazkilers to make his mark onto P9? I think it is. Dave will come through though, but it won't be enough. And that's the McLaren up to P9. That was not good as Moore Island finally makes his mark onto Y200. They're going to be swapping back and forth with each other. And Logovic gets his pen, and Cogerson finds himself into P4. Was that a little knock-off there by Dark HD? It was, dropped him down into P6. He will stay out longer, and who's that? As Logovic decides to fall off. That's dropped him down as he got damage. We'll see now as the McLaren will go past him. And so is Moore Island. I just noticed that, Moore Island. And then, oh okay, Dragon and Fire and Simo both decide to go into the pit already. And we just, ooh. Swazkilers, a knock onto the wall. That's going to allow Logovic to creep around the outside. It's coming, and we've got someone going off track. That is Dark HD with a little spin. His wing is still in contact, but it's all kicking off now as Fraser decides to go into the pit. And look at this train from Camptram Boom. There's going to be some hopping here. Cogerson getting very close to each other. No, big crash. What has happened here? Camptram Boom has collided with Y200. They've both collided coming through the Kemmel. That is a horror crash. And that has brought out the safety car. The first safety car of the night. As we go racing once again. Simo managing to keep the lead, followed behind his Dragon and Fire. And this big cluster of people coming into turn 1. We're going to watch on with Dave first. Right in the middle of it as the Ferrari goes side by side with him through turn 1 of the source, up into the straight, coming up through a Rouge and then onto Radion. Who's going to go side by side through it and who's going to prevail? Looks like they've all managed to keep together. As Dark HD has decided to slip off, just coming through the top of Radion. And then that leads more Logovic to creep through, and then Y200 creep through as well. As we've got Dave, we've got a really bad exit through the Camel. Through the next part of the chicane, Dave managing to keep ahead to find 7th position. Engine is, oh no, Crumbot, retire on track. And that's a safety car. Look for in front then, to Simo. He will take us away as Dragon and Fire and Cogerson are telling him to get on with it. As he goes through very slowly last 2 turns up the bus stop. And then pedal to the metal. We go lights out, away we go, and that's a really good start. And Dragon and Fire, no, Dragon and Fire has dropped down. Oh, he's gone to the pits. Why has he done that? But nevertheless, Simo leads his Grand Prix away. Dave has managed to get past Y200. He's had a bad first couple of corners, and now he's banging ahead with Dave at the same time as they go through side by side. Up a Rouge, then through Radion. We've seen behind, just back. Swazkilers finding his way through. He's going to try and make a move onto Dave. Unload ERS through the Camel straight. coming through. Lecombe, who's going to prevail and who's going to back out? And Dragon and Fire has decided to just stop. He's had a bad pit exit there. That's dropped him down massively. He's going to lose out so much points because of this. Followed just behind, we got Logovic losing out from Dave and WC Hugo, and now to be Dark as they go through the long banker of Bruxelles. And then through turn 11 onto the straight. Side by side goes Dark HD and Dave. They're going to keep it toe and nail together. Wow. And we got someone dropping off. That's Logovic. No, Logovic! My baby, the Williams and the Alpine, both having really poor restarts. Followed behind Cognizant, and then Fraser, who's going to unload the ERS and get the DRS. I don't know if it's actually enabled at the moment, but nevertheless, Fraser takes the inside line. And he's going to hold off P2 from Cognizant. Cognizant still finds himself on the podium. As it stands, Swaskins gets another penalty, and now Moore Island loses out to Y200. And Swaskins is retired on track. That could bring out a late safety car. I'm sure these guys won't be happy. I'm sure Fraser would be buzzing about it. And it is a safety car! We knew it was coming. Late safety car. I don't know if that was on purpose or what, because it helps Fraser a lot. Simo will be punching his seat as it stands right now. Could be crash gate. It's Dragon and Fire gets the drive through. Oh no. As, ooh, a bit of bumping between them there. As we look further front, Simo will take us underway as Dragon and Fire decides to go into the pits. And he gets a 5-second penalty for colliding with Fraser. Just like that. He has dropped down. And oh, he's just going to crash. He's had enough. Absolutely fuming. Lucas says sorry as we look further behind. Cognizant and Y200 battling between each other. Cognizant, there's no point in fighting it. You just need to try and stay away from Moore Island. And speaking of the devil, he's coming through. Just like that with 2 laps remaining. We're going to see where this leads everyone as we've got a beautiful helicopter cam. Dave, as we've got a yellow. That's WC Hugo. That'll be enough for him. Everyone's dropping like flies on the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. Jack, he is going to get a bundle of points if he manages to keep ahead of the front lot. As Y200, no! He's got a 3 second, and that is going to allow Cognizant to come through and find himself into P2. Dark HD also with the 6 second. That's going to allow Moore Island to maybe even snatch a podium into P3. And as we're coming to the end of this spectacular race, it has been Simo to lead us the whole way, but with penalties it could make Dylan, also known as Y200, win us the Belgian Grand Prix. He's came from the back after a collision at the start, and now finds himself P2 on track, and soon to be our winner today.